Petersen 汽车博物馆。如果你曾经行经这个 Fairfax 跟这个 Wilshire 的话呢，你一定看过一栋非常奇特、也非常绚丽的建筑物。没错，这个 Petersen 汽车博物馆呢，其实在洛杉矶已经好一阵子了，从94年就开始。但是呢，它全新的这个有个新风貌，那么里面呢有很多新的一些宝藏要呈现给大家，所以今天我们特别来探访。位于洛杉矶 Wilshire Boulevard 的 Petersen 汽车博物馆是世界上最大的汽车博物馆之一。汽车杂志出版商 Robert E. Petersen 和他的妻子 Marge 在1994年创立了这间博物馆，而在21年后，耗资1.25亿美元的洛杉矶 Petersen 博物馆在2015年12月全新开张，以全新的面貌重现。整栋建筑由外银内红的波浪形不锈钢金属板包裹，宛如在公路上撑驰的 Red Hot Rod 红色跑车。据说这些金属飘带共计308条，每一条都不同，都经过了单独的设计。这个建筑表皮框架由25根竖向钢柱与横梁支撑，每一块金属由外露的螺旋固定，模仿20世纪早期的汽车制造工艺中使用的铆钉，共用去了14万只螺旋。当夜晚灯光亮起后，还有种孕育了巨大能量、随时待发的超级发动机，给人强烈的速度感。全面翻修的 Petersen 汽车博物馆增设许多互动科技，使这个汽车展览空间对年轻人更有吸引力，也让曾经探访的游客有很好的理由再度上门参观。
Electronics have advanced, and people like to interact with things more than they used to. So we said, let's give the public something that they can learn about cars the way they now are used to learning. So we've got a lot of touch screens. We've got an awful lot of interactives. Yeah. But what the Petersen Museum does is we look at the automobile in 3 different ways. We look at the history of the automobile, because you can't understand where you're going until you understand where you've been. Then we look at the industry behind the automobile, how these things come to be, where do the designers come from, where does the technology come from, how were they raced, what about alternative fuels, those kinds of things. Let's talk about the hot rods. Let's talk about what people do in their backyards and in their garages. And then we go downstairs. We start from 3 to 2 to 1, and you get down to the first floor, and that's the artistry. So we have history, industry, and artistry. And artistry, the artistry of cars, it exemplifies that there's certain cars that can be enjoyed just by being looked at. Just like an art object can be enjoyed just by being contemplated, cars, you can appreciate them just by admiring their beauty, their sweep of line, their curvaceous coachwork. It's something you don't have to be a connoisseur. You don't have to be a car guy, you don't have to be a car gal.
You get excited.
To be thrilled with this stuff. You can look at it and go, man, that's a really cool vehicle. I'm so glad I saw that.
Petersen 博物馆藏有200多辆名贵汽车，对外展出的有100多辆，分布在3层楼面。第一层展示的汽车艺术美学，从艺术设计的角度来了解每个时代汽车美学设计的演变。在2楼则是从工业的角度来了解汽车在技术上的演进和里程碑，其中包括了为儿童设置的家庭儿童探知中心。在这个互动性的展示厅，儿童们可以用游玩的方式来学习关于汽车的科学知识。在3楼则展示多种老式古董汽车，来了解汽车的历史。
Because this is the oldest surviving car built in Los Angeles that still runs. It's built in the year 1900, so that makes it 116 years old this year. And as you look at it, in 1900 there really wasn't any kind of automotive history, so people didn't know what a car should look like. So early cars looked exactly like horse-drawn carriages, but with engines adapted to them. They took a lot of their design cues from the horse-drawn carriages. And for example, this car, you see these? These are really, really elaborate. And they're not just to hold the lamps. Those are actually to hook horse reins to. Or
so you want to like a convert to?
Yeah, because when it broke down, and it would break down eventually, that you would have to hook a horse to this, and you would pull it out. This is called a tiller. Early cars like this did not have steering wheels; they had tillers, and that's how you steered the car.
One way. Like if you have to like make a turn, you gotta really prep yourself, right?
Yeah, and keep on. You had to be pretty careful about the turns you make because you're sitting way high up. The tires are long and narrow, so you don't want to slide into a corner with the 1900 Smith. You want to kind of plan your turns in advance. And the way you accelerated this car was just turning this. Simple as that. Kind of like a motorcycle today. Kind of like a motorcycle. You would grab it and you would turn it. That's a throttle. Well, back in 1900 for this particular car, that's how you accelerate.
Thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you for your tour, and this is very educational and also really fun.
Good. We want it to be fun.
Thank you, thank you. OK， 我们稍微休息一会，广告过后马上回来。